I'm Tori Eldridge, and this is the Writer's Dossier.
No writers were harmed in the production of this podcast.
So, Tori Eldridge, I miss you. You are so fun. And I remember when we first met, we were talking about it earlier. Folks, get to know Tori Eldridge. I mean, she's a wonderful person and a great writer. Thanks for joining us.
Are you kidding? It's the highlight of my day.
Well, you have a wonderful background, so much about you, what you do now, your routine, your personal practices on life and your viewpoints on just getting through your day and everything that comes with that is so wonderful. But you also have a very colorful past, and we've talked about your Broadway past before, and everyone listening and watching on YouTube, we're in the presence of greatness here. Tori Eldridge was Tori was a Broadway star, and that's how I look at it. And if you're tuning into the Writer's Dossier, you're gonna have it my way. Tori, you were in the first traveling company of cats. Is that how I remember it?
Yeah, the original First National Company of Cats. That was in, oh my gosh, 83, 84. So,
I love
yeah,
that.
I'm a little old.
Well, I first saw cats at the Winter. Was that the Winter Garden? Is that where it was?
I think so. Yeah, they opened a year before us.
Yeah, I saw that in New York twice. It was amazing, and you were amazing. So, but let me ask, how did you go from that to writing books? Was there, how much time went by? Did you write as a kid and then get distracted and now you're back? How did that all go?
Well, I wrote angst-ridden poetry as a teenager. Does that count?
Yeah,
I even put
absolutely.
together a book, and I thought about, I wonder if I could get this published. But yeah, that's about as far as my aspirations went.
Off Broadway.
Yeah. No, I was so singularly focused on getting onto Broadway. That was like my main thing. So it wasn't until I moved to LA, and then I was doing acting and television and stuff like that. And then I got into screenwriting. That was my entry. And that
was the
happened
bridge.
quite a few years later.
Sure, but I mean that's really cool. And back, we're not making fun. We're not dating, but there are tools now that people can use, software available to do screenplays.
We had
How-
software back there. We had Final Draft. Yeah,
Oh,
that was
okay,
in
Final Draft.
existence. Oh yeah. That existed. Sid Fields was God. There was no
Yeah.
Save the Cat. Yeah,
Save the cat. Yeah, I was gonna say
that wasn't a thing. But yeah, so I got in through screenwriting, and nothing was ever produced, but I got some good notice. But people kept saying, "Oh my gosh, the writing! You should be writing novels." And so I did. I wrote a novel, and I just loved it. But I didn't want to do the whatever was the writing business, so I stuck it away and raised two sons and got a 5th degree black belt in ninja arts and wrote a nonfiction book. And 13 years later,
bam,
I picked
you're on the
up.
Writer's Dossier.
Yeah. Oh no, that happened like another 10 years later. Yeah. Oh, it's a long process, dude. This is a marathon, not a sprint.
It is, and that's something that's really important for people to understand. A lot of new up and coming writers, even if debuts, people who don't have agents, listen to the show and they take great advice from you, and that is a really good marker point. The time and the effort that it takes to get going. So
Yeah.
you shifted recently from writing these badass Lily Wong novels,
Oh.
in in which you gave me one. I have one from Chicago a few years ago. And Lily Wong, I mean, we miss her. She's a badass, but we went to, and I'm not a native, Makalani Pahukula.
Pahukula. Very nice. You said it a lot better than most. That's right. My ranger, Makalani Pahukula. 6-foot tall, native Hawaiian, mixed blood, as we all are in Hawaii. She grew up in Kauai, went to the mainland for a decade, became a law enforcement ranger, and then came back to the islands. So such a different character from, my modern day, ninja. Lily Wong. Yeah.
Well, we all really know that Lily was you. I mean, come on. Lily, badass ninja. She could do everything, jump off shipping containers, take out 2 people at the same time with, roundhouses before she even hits the ground. Yes, folks, Tori Eldridge, Lily Wong, same person.
I hate to tell you, but aside from the whole 6-footness and growing up on a homestead, Muckalunny is kind of me too.
Well, it's the
Just
attitude.
a different side. Yeah.
So you took this badass Lily Wong character and ran her through the paces, and your new character, there's still that consistent Tori Eldridge feel to the book. But how was that transition? Like, you sat down and you thought, I'm going to make somebody new. Help people understand if they're transitioning characters that say that they had a series and they need to pivot to something else.
Sure.
What did you learn, and how can we help other people?
Well, the biggest thing is I was in a different point in my life. I had a different thing I wanted to say. Okay.
Oh.
So, when I was writing Lily Wong, I was hot off of teaching and training the ninja martial arts. I had just helped both of my parents, my Norwegian father, my Chinese Hawaiian mother, kind of ease into, the next life, so to speak. And so I had all of those things in my mind, and that's what I wanted to write about. By the time I was past the ninja's oath, I had finally gotten to the point where I was ready to write about Hawaii. It took 5 published books for me to have the courage to write about Hawaii, because I really felt like I needed to honor it in a way that, a non-native Hawaiian author doesn't quite have that same pressure. Right? I wanted to make sure that I was going to write a book that was incredibly authentic, deeply Hawaiian, and spoke to what Hawaiians were going through today, and also the Hawaiian diaspora of which I am a part. But I wanted to do it in a way that was so relatable with universal themes that everybody kind of got on board and went, oh, I feel this, right? Well, that takes a bit of maturity as a writer. But with that in mind, my goals were different. Everything was about family. With Kauai Storm, Makalani came home for her grandmother's 85th birthday luau. Like 150 friends and family came to that. The whole thing was about that. It was all about forgiveness and family and responsibility. And of course, the mystery that happened when her cousin went missing. And so I had that as a goal. So it made it much easier. With HAWAI'I RAGE, my goal was I wanted to share Hawaii's incredibly rich and beautiful Paniolo culture, the Hawaiian cowboy culture. Because, oh my God, cowboys in Hawaiian, how sexy is that, right?
The view alone.
Yeah. So, I think it helps to have your goal completely in your mind. What is it that this book is supposed to speak to? Once again, I'm dealing with family because it's a multi-generational family ranch, but so much of it was really bringing the reader into what Hawaiian ranching is. What is the history of Hawaiian ranching? Where did these paniolo come from? Where did cattle come from? I mean, come on.
They're gonna put on a little one of those rowboats. I mean, come on, man. I'm not gonna swim.
I know, right? So all those things were so fun, so interesting to me, and I wanted to share them. And I got to also share a lot of what makes Hawaii Island, the Big Island, so magical and so important, aside from being the birthplace of King Kamehameha I. And so when Makalani goes to Hawaii Island, she takes a seasonal ranger position at Pu'ukohola Heiau National Historic Site. Well, that's like kind of small potatoes compared to a 77,000 acre national park in Oregon. So she's a little bit bored, and she's got a lot of energy, like some people we know, and a huge work ethic, like other people we might know. And so just the stuff she has to do is driving herself crazy. So, when her cousin-in-law invites her to help work on a ranch, she's like, Yeah, I'm all in.
So I'm gonna drop something here.
Uh-oh.
Get your cell phone ready because Taylor Sheridan may be calling you. Is this Yellowstone in Hawaii?
It
Yellowstone in
is
Hawaii, right?
so Yellowstone in Hawaii. Oh my
Oh,
God. There is
that's
so
all you
much
need right there.
Yellowstone. I love Yellowstone. Okay, so like,
Oh, all of it was great.
okay, so like the last season and everything where you get to see, actually, it is Taylor Sheridan on that horse doing all
I'm
that
telling you,
fancy stuff,
he's
right?
calling. He's
Yeah, doing
calling.
all that fancy stuff. They do that for real, right? The
Yeah,
paniolo in my story, but not like in a rodeo. I mean, like out in the range with
like
cattle and stuff.
yeah. For like,
Yeah.
this is hey, we're working here. We're doing
Yeah,
stuff. Yeah.
exactly. So it was so fun. I got to interview so many cool paniolo and go to
Oh wow.
ranches and all different kind of ranches. And I talked story for 1 hour with Senator Richards, who
Yeah,
owns like one of the big ranches on Hawaii Island. He like called me
of
up on the
course.
phone. We spoke for like
Yeah.
an hour, telling
Oh,
me
that's
all,
awesome.
how it was
Did
like, with his
just
ranch.
just just send him a copy.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
And
you did.
he wrote me back a
Oh,
personalized thank you letter. Isn't that nice? I love it when people like, classy like that.
that is fantastic. So this whole series is an excuse for you to go to Hawaii all the time. I get it. I know. I'm just teasing you. Hey, tell us. You mentioned a little bit about Hawaii Rage. Comes out May 19th, folks. You got to get this book. It's a beautiful cover. It's got Tori's name on it, so that tells you everything you need to know. But tell us a little bit about this story, because I just want to quote our friends over at Bestseller Books. A little shout out to BTB. Steve Netter says, "This dramatic, suspenseful, emotional, and captivating, keeping you guessing while educating you on a side of Hawaii that's not on any tourist itinerary. A brilliantly executed novel with heart that pours out from the sole author, Tori Eldridge." That's from Steve. So give us a thumbnail sketch. Give me the pitch for Hawaii Rage and why people need to buy it now.
Oh my gosh. Well, it's super cool because,
Of course it
when
is.
it's super cool. That's all you need to know. Cowboys Hawaii, go buy Hawaii Rage.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
pretty
go
much all
get
you
it.
need to know. I mean, come on. No, but the thing is that when her cousin invites Makalani or begs Makalani to come help out on her ranch, is because her father was just killed
Mm.
in kind of a gruesome way by a, bull.
Ouch. Ouch.
Yeah, yeah, ouch, right? And she's not really sure that this was an accident, right? And there's
There you go.
also some things that have been happening to her son, so she's a little concerned. So she wants Makalani to kind of look into that. And at the same time, she wants Makalani to kind of like try and heal her family, her grieving, bickering family, because Makalani did such a good job with her family in Kauai Storm.
Yeah.
Makalani is like, what am I, like the family therapist? But anyway, she's so happy to be hard working and, out there riding horses and doing all this stuff. But you know what? As she's doing this more and more, she's starting to notice that something is not right with this family. They are
Mm.
not as close knit as they appear. And the more she learns, the more secrets she uncovers and the more
Ah.
suspicious she becomes. And she's not the only one who's suspicious. There's also a detective, a Korean detective from Honolulu who's just showed up on the Big Island with this whole Big Island Boys Club. And she's trying, I know, right? And she's trying to, make her bones. And she also is just not believing that this, she just thinks there's something funny about this. So the thing about this mystery is, you're learning all this stuff about this family, about Hawaii, about Paniolo culture and all this really cool stuff. But you're turning the pages because it's like, was this a murder? Was this not a murder? Did this person do it? Did that person do it? Did this person do it? What's going on, right? And you don't find out, of course, until the end.
Oh, and you got to get to the end, folks. Tori, you said the word mystery a few times. I've seen Hawaii Rage described as an adventure. That's a thriller. So, is it a adventurous, thrilling mystery? How do you categorize?
Yeah, but you gotta throw in Hawaiian family drama somewhere in there.
Yes.
So it's an adventurous Hawaiian family drama, thrilling mystery.
thriller.
No, funny enough, right? This is my 7th novel, and some people have called the Lily Wong thriller series a mystery series. And I think really every thriller is a mystery. Really,
You
you
gotta
could
have
make an
questions.
argument that every novel is a mystery. But
Sure.
out of all the 7 books I've written, Hawai'i Rage is the most mystery driven of them all.
There you go.
Yeah.
You've mentioned family a few times too, and when we're talking about helping writers pivot from like one series to another, you said I had something to say. So you had a message that you wanted to convey in the Lily Wong series, and now you have a message to say in this new series too. And I happen to know personally, without divulging a lot of information, you had some family changes in your life. You ended up moving from Southern California up to Oregon, and that was for family. So is that what drove that new message of family, and that message found its way into your books as well?
Oh,
Because of
huge.
what was going on personally. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. And family is a huge theme in the Lily Wong books as well, but
Sure.
more
Oh, yeah.
as it pertains to identity and Lily finding her way with these parents who are from such different cultures, right? And both, fulfilling her life. With Makalani and with me at this stage, I became a tutu. I became a grandmother. And keep in mind that my granddaughter was born in Shanghai and her mother is Chinese national from Hong Kong. So funny enough, my granddaughter and Lily Wong have the same maternal roots. Both of their moms are from Hong Kong. Isn't that
There
funny?
you go.
Lily Wong
Yeah, they
came
didn't plan
first.
that.
Yeah, I did
Fiction
not
came
steal.
first.
Fiction came first. This is just coincidence. But the
Yeah.
point is, with that in mind, I could have been Ama, right? I might not have been Tutu, but they named my granddaughter Moana. And so they wanted to honor the Hawaiian heritage of my son. So the moment they did that, I
That's
went,
beautiful.
I'm Tutu. And not only am I Tutu now, that's like grandma in Hawaiian, right? But not only that, I became the keeper of Hawaiian traditions. That's on me. And so I wanted to reconnect more. I wanted to learn more. I've been away from the islands for a very long time. I go back and visit all the time. I got, family and stuff like that, but it's not the same. It's not the same,
Mhm.
which is what Makalani learns, right? Through all these books. And it's what I think everybody understands. We all move away from home. Whether we move down the
Yeah.
block, whether we change cities, whether we change states, countries, whatever, right? We
Yeah.
move out and away from home. And at some point, we try and come back, whether it's for Christmas or, a
Yeah.
birthday, or we actually try and live. And you know what? It's different. The way you are in that hometown is different. The way you are fitting into that community culture, the way you are fitting into your family culture, all of that is different. How they react to you, And so all of that is huge themes with Makalani, and they continue through Hawai'i Rage because there are some, characters in Hawai'i Rage that are, they're not looking at her like a local.
Nope.
Let's put it that way.
Yeah, right. And you've
This
put
is tea,
together
by the way, just in case anybody's
yeah.
wondering. This thing I'm
Yeah.
guzzling, yeah.
Yeah. I need a t-shirt that says may contain wine. Okay. So sorry. You need to watch on YouTube, folks. You'll see what I did. So you do a great job with the mystery, with the thriller, with the action, but then layering in that family and those personal connections, I think, are going to be some themes that readers are going to be able to really identify with. So, folks, Hawaii Rage, May 19th, Thomas and Mercer, congratulations on that. You've got
Thank you.
a super support system there and everything going on. So, you've been so gracious. I want to ask one more writer question for our folks out there to help. You've written Lily Wong, and now you have, and I keep referring to this.
Makalani Pahukula.
I keep referring to this other story because I don't want to slaughter the name out of respect. But you have this new female league what do men writers who write female leads, what are they getting wrong? Seriously, I've had people say, oh, that's the couple of dudes. You can't write a female character like, whatever. What do men get wrong when they write female leads?
Well,
I
see,
mean, there are a lot of them out there.
That's such
There are
a
a lot of
funny
them out there,
question.
but
Dude, that's such a funny question because it's coming at it from like this negative thing. And I got to tell you, I have a lot of male author friends who do a kick-ass job of writing women. And you
Chris
know
Hawai'i.
what they do right?
Chris Hawai'i with Haley Chill.
There you go. You know what they do right. They look at them, they look at us as multidimensional people.
Okay.
Individuals, not representation of womankind. And I think that's also true of any author who is writing a character that's out of their culture.
Mm-hmm.
Avoid writing, what you think is like the stereotypic view or representation of that character. Right? In Hawaii'i Rage, I have 58 characters. I narrated the audiobook, so I should know how many characters I had to voice. It's something like 58 plus, right?
Whoa.
And a lot of them speak with a little bit of Pidgin English. Some of them speak Olelo Hawaii, a little bit of Native Hawaiian. Some of them speak straight up English, but I'll tell you what none of them do. None of them speak the same. They don't sound the same because they are not the same people. And the same thing applies to women.
All right, writers out there, that's some good advice from Tori Eldridge. If you're a male writing a female character or female lead, either follow what Steve Rossini and Chris Hawai'i have done with their female leads, or definitely take Tori Eldridge's advice. So we appreciate that. Hey, where do people find you online, and which social media platform are you active on the most where they should follow you on?
Okay, well, easiest is just my name, ToriEldridge.com, Tori. Fortunately, there are not any other famous Tori Eldridges in the world, and I've posted a lot over the decades, so you just punch in my name in Google, and oh my gosh, you have way more than you ever wanted.
It's coming up.
I know, right? So ToriEldridge.com. My favorite social media is Instagram. Yeah. Because I love it. It's like this this photo gallery of memories and stuff. Yeah. I'm really super visual, But if you're a friend of mine, like in real life, and you want to chat back and forth, hit me up on my personal Facebook page. The author page is Tori Eldridge Author. And if you go there, you'll start notice that I share from Tori M. Eldridge. That's my personal page.
Well, that will be in the show notes. And folks, Hawaii'i Rage comes out May 19th, right around this time this episode's going to drop. And there is the cover. Tori's holding it up. Beautiful. I mean, it makes me feel like I'm in Hawaii right now with how you look. You're just everything about this. So like I said at the beginning, I miss you. I hope people really grab this series because you're so talented and you've done a really, I don't want to overuse the word unique because people overuse that, but this is a really special story, and how you approached it with respect and a plume. So congratulations, and I'm so proud of you.
Mahalo. I appreciate that.
All right, folks, go to ToriEldridge.com, follow her on Instagram, get in the show notes, and follow the Dossier. Thanks for joining us, Tori. We will see you later.
All right.
Bye, everybody. The Dossier Podcast is a production of The Idea Academy.